The topic and title of this message is Nigeria is gone forever. And coupled with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's bombshell, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dropped a bombshell. This message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu I'm about to show you now is the message that make the totality of European countries, not minus one, stood against him, because he talks about the role that human being called Lugard played in sacrificing the majority to the minority. If you don't have data, please, I beg you, go and borrow data, because you need to watch this message from beginning to the end so that you will understand it line by line what have been said on that video. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu schooled all the whole journalists that stand with him there, to the extent that all of them got paralyzed, that they couldn't utter a word, because he made them facts with facts. Let me just pause for a while and allow you to see that clip. Then when we come back, we discuss more. Please drop your opinion at the comment section of this video as you are watching, and make sure you don't watch it alone. Share it. Let your peers, your colleagues, your business associates, and your family members to be a partaker of this message. It is called the Voice of Redemption, from the only leader, supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let us go there. I'll be right back.
We are the only people on this earth that suffered a pogrom, annihilation, a Holocaust. There is not one single foundation stone laid anywhere to remember those people. Not one. Not one.
Before Frederick Lugard came and created the monstrosity called Nigeria, I didn't know who this man was. My ancestors never knew him.
He came from somewhere overnight and said, from now onwards, your name is Nigeria. And we're looking at him. But of course, he came with whiskey, sugar, and chocolate. And what does he come with? He came with bicycle and mirror to confuse us. We said, oh my goodness, this Betura, the way they are, maybe, who knows, with their bicycle, who knows, what they're saying is correct.
When the missionaries came, they told us that God sent them. And being very godly people, we believe them.
That God may have sent them, indeed. So everything they said we should do, we did. Believing that God sent them. We didn't know it's just the palm oil, the palm kernel, the cocoa, and the oil they're taking. They said that God sent us from, there is a Monsignor of Catholic Church, that God sent them. So that type of nonsense would not wash with us anymore. I am not going to Britain to take over Kent. Oh, sorry. No, stay in your land. If you want oil, we'll dash you oil for free. We're not doing anything with it. But I was born a free person, and I intend to die a Biafran, a free person. It is either we get Biafra or I die fighting for Biafra. It is better for me that way. But a life of slavery in Ireland, a life of slavery in Britain, a life of slavery in Germany,
a life of abundance, stupidity, and hopelessness in America is not for me.
Mr. Director, sir, I have another question. My question is this. The organization, is this all about leading people to death or actualizing the state of Biafra?
Without death, you cannot have life.
And seeing the political equation emerging in Nigeria at the moment, does your supposed coming Republic of Biafra include the Southern people?
There is nobody called South. You've read geography. Where in geography, in the cardinal points, you have South before?
I mean, with the state of Nigeria, there's 6 geopolitical zones, and we have to face the fact that there's 6 geopolitical zones, and the minorities in the former eastern region have been pushed under the South.
Who is a minority?
The George, the Effiks.
Minority against who?
I'm saying, do they include?
No, I'm asking you, you're a journalist. Minority against who? I cannot be in my father's compound. You come and say I'm a minority. Minority, there has to be a definition. What we are looking at here is a definition drawn up by people who are alien to our way of life. I have said it before, I said it last night, and I will repeat it. The word Jew is what is called a corrupted version of Judah. In Israel, Judah is only but one tribe.
But the name Judah took over everybody else.
Either by commission or omission.
Do you believe the Igbos are Jews?
I need to answer your questions. You come to your question. We can stay here till tomorrow morning. We're not going anywhere. Jews took over. It doesn't mean that the other tribes are not there, like Benjamin and all the rest of them. They are still there. But the Jews took over. Nobody has been able to disprove.
People of Ijo, Efik, Ibibio, and Igbo people are from one family. Nobody has disproved it. They are one people. All this minority report was brought by the British.
The British gave us a minority. Do you know the reason why? They wrote the minority report saying that the Calabars, the people in Akwa Ibom, if they go, what is going to happen to them? And when I was studying in England, many years ago, something occurred to me. Why did you not have a minority commission in the north? Where you have the TV people, the Nupe people, the Wari people, the Biron people, why no minority commission? Why minority commission here?
It is the classic divide and rule. They found oil. The only way to have access to your oil is to divide you.
Very simple. If I want to come to your family and take something from you, I'll get you fighting with your brothers. You're fighting, I'll be cutting away what you have. So that was why they set up minority commission. There is a difference in emphasis because you see, African people sometimes are a bit stupid, and I'll tell you why I think so we are very daft. A change or slight variation in language does not mean you're a different people. It doesn't mean that at all. In Israel, they have Yiddish. They have Hebrew. When Christ was on earth, he was not speaking Hebrew, he was speaking Aramaic. Does that mean he is not an Israeli? Does that mean that those that speak Yiddish are not Jewish people? Does it mean if you speak Hebrew, you don't belong? So why is it that when you speak Hebrew, you speak Ejo, you speak Efik, you're different? But in Israel, you have...
As I was saying earlier, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released immediately and unconditionally. His detention is unjust, and his freedom is a matter of utmost importance. Every moment he spends behind bars is a stark reminder of the grave injustice he faces on that contraction called Nigeria with their counterparts, their partners in crime, United Kingdom. You listen to that message very well. You see, the reason why I will always play Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's message day in, day out. I am sleeping with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's message. I will go to YouTube and Google the one that is over hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, or maybe the one that people have combined together. I will just put it. It will be playing and ringing on my ear until I slept off. Waking up, I will still find it, because at least if I stay direct 2 hours, I must wake up to go to pee. You understand? So if I wake up, maybe the message must have paused or it might have finished. I will replay it again and go back to sleep. That is how important Mazi Nnamdi Kanu message is to me. I don't know about you. Any day, anytime, anywhere, I am listening to the voice of that redemption, to the voice of reasoning, to the voice that will catapult your mindset. You understand me? That will catapult your mindset to a realm where you begin to reason like saints. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's messages, whether online or offline, is just like a teaching. That is what he passed. Some people call his message, some people call him prophet. It's a prophecy. And it's also a teacher who will lecture you. Even if you put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a lecturer in the universities, all his students must come out with first class. All of them, emphasis on all. If you are listening, not if you are Olodo who don't concentrate on school, you just go there for joinkating, for just to play game and every other thing. You will come out zero. But those ones who concentrated and listened to him on his teaching must surely made it to A's. That is how important and how crucial Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's message is. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's message is playing a vital role in reviving a lot of people, not only blacks but also whites. It will shock you that when you go some establishments, before they start any gathering, they must play Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's message. Get inside the wisdom that this young man portrays. Before then, they will open the floor for whatever reason, reason they gather there. That is how important Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's message is to me, to you, and to everyone out there who cares to listen. I'm not talking about those people whom when you play the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they will come out and tell you it is yes or yes. Yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's message of 2012, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's message of 2010, 15 years, 13 years down the line is still fresh and still valid. Till tomorrow, that the message of Adeboye, that the message of Oyedepo, that the message of Chris Okotie, that the message of Tunde Bakare, that the message of Hashim Ilowo, all of them combined together, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's message of 2012, 2010, even 2009 is still relevant past all these ones, because these ones will come and ask you for money. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will preach to you and let you know why it is necessary for you as an Igbo man to stand your ground, for you as an Arewa to stand your ground, and for you as an Oduduwa to stand your ground, and for you as an African to stand your ground against any imperialist, against people who are coming back to colonize you again. Most of the African countries who have been colonized before are now being colonized again the second time by Chinese. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting against. What about Ibrahim Traore? The same thing he's fighting against. Let us believe on ourselves and develop what we have. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's message is all about. So you that will come and tell me this is a message of you have watched it, but I can tell you for free of charge that some people have never even get hold of this message, because you have a lot of clips that you can play, that you can watch, that you can share on internet. So anybody coming to comment section and say this one is an old video, my brother, that one is your own cup of tea. But to me, it is very, very important and very vital to me and to this journey we are today, because you need to be remembering all these things. At least everything he have said are manifested. That alone supposed to catapult you to believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's words is A and Amen. I didn't say he's God, though. I didn't say he's God. But sometimes God usually comes in a human form. Are you hearing me now? Because when you are praying to God to help you, God will not throw money from heaven to you. God will never appear face to face to you and give you money or help or employ you. No. God will have to come through somebody to render that help you have been asking from him. So if I say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's word is A and Amen, that means God have come through him to help liberate Biafrans. I hope I'm making a point here. So each time you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's message, whether past or present, my brother, do not joke with it. Document it. If you have a flash, save it in your flash. Your children or your children, in fact, your generation, we need it. Your generation, we need it. The reason why you see they keep playing this, what they call it, this ethnic bigotry against the Igbos, that the Igbos are the coup plotters. Do you know that that message by propagated by Yoruba media houses and with the help of BBC UK, that they save those messages in their archive, they have it in their flash, where they play it in all their local schools in Yoruba land, where they are teaching them, because Yorubas have Almajiri also, the same way Hausas have Almajiri. That's why you see they are busy. This one, their own Almajiri are busy producing Aboros, while the northern Almajiris are busy producing terrorism. Terrorists and bandits. If you go to Almajiri School of Hausa, they teach them about Christians, how they can never live and cohabit with Christians, that Christians are infidels, that Christians don't know God. Then in Yoruba Almajiri, they told them how Igbos will be their worst enemy. Yoruba will tell you this by their own, from their own mouth, that from childhood they teach them to hate Igbos. That 99% of Yorubas laughing with the Igbos are not from their heart, just in their face. And that was why it is very easy for them to betray you. Give them all your life savings. Any day they see just one sachet of all this gogoro sachet they put in sachet, my brother, he will betray you that is even giving him millions. That is the way of their life. That is what they are teaching them. That is how they grew up. Because most of them grew up in trenches. Majority of them grew up in trenches. Let's stop lying to ourselves. All these people, there's no anyhow you can compare them with an Igbo man. No matter how poor an Igbo man is, that poverty ends from the day he stepped his feet out of his father's house. Whether he traveled outside the country or he did within the country. But any day he steps out of his father's house, my brother, he's going to come back with the glories. That is the nature of an Igbo man. And that was why they call us travelers. In fact, they are even regarding us now as what do you call it? As outcasts that will never succeed in our own homeland. But when you mention of innocent, they will close their mouths. Go and see what is happening in Ghana today. There is a live I'm watching before. I tried to record that live, but pain in my heart wouldn't allow me to record it to play it to my people here, because I don't want most of us to feel what I felt this morning when I watched that live program on X. The vocal voice there among the Ghanaians is a Yoruba man telling them how Igbos are evil, how Igbos are this, how Igbos are that. That why they are fighting against Ezendi Igbo about the 50 acres of land they buy to build is that when they build it now, they begin to import terrorists from Igbo land. They say they are Biafra. That is what the idiot is busy circulating on social media. But when you come here to counter them with this same propaganda they are using against us, the same your own tribe, Igbo, will come and be hating you. I'm even, I'm unsubscribing from your channel because you are giving propaganda. But Yorubas who are giving you basketballs, who is matching you back to back, who is busy destroying your image, you even praise them. And maybe you go there, call them Yoruba stars, and you lock up. You will not subscribe to them. You will still be there watching them, insulting your own people, downgrading the entire nation of Biafra. The problem our people are having in Ghana today is as a result of propaganda of Yoruba media house. What they are selling out to them now. 24 hours now, they are organizing a Zoom call on X, inviting Ghanaians to join them, most especially those ones who have a good number of Ghanaians on social media following them, like content creators. They begin to invite them and impact one rubbish. This is exactly what they did in South Africa. When South Africa realized that these people truly are haters of Igbos, they turn against them. Now they don't switch on to Ghana. This also have everything to do with the government of APC, government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The haters of Igbo. You hate people. Let them stay in your country. You say no. Let them go back to their own country. Say no. Now they have left the country for you and go to another country to live their life. You also pursue them to live there. Just bring them back home so that we are going to eliminate all of them. That is exactly the plan they have. Yes, they want to invade Biafra land, but their fear is that if they wipe out the entirety of Biafra, the ones in Biafra land now, then what happens to those ones outside? Because all of them know that the population of the Igbos scattered all over the world is more even in numbers than those ones in Biafra territory. If I'm wrong, please correct me at the comment section. Yes, that the sincere plan now to invade the Biafra land to wipe everything out, to wipe everybody out, quit Fulanis. There is another message that will drop after this message. You will hear everything the way it is. Where a Fulani military, a Fulani bandit or terrorist being initiated into the army, they are giving them brand new AK-47. The only thing the guy mentioned there is Biafra on I go suffer. That is the only language the guy is using. Biafrans on I go suffer. A Fulani. We're not talking about a Nigerian Fulani. A Fulani from the Western Sahel. So their fear is that to invade Biafra land now, they might not get the number of people they want. That was why you see them. They are going now doing a campaign of calumny against calumny. How do you, campaign of calumny? How do you used to say it? Against the Igbos, so that country will begin to deport the Igbos and deny them their rights. Then deport them back to Biafra land. Then they begin to wipe them. That is their plan. I must say this now. It may sound awkward to your ear, but the time shall come when you will begin to realize that this thing that this guy said is exactly what is happening. They tried in South Africa, they failed. They tried in Biafra land. They tried in Lagos State to deport all Igbos. They failed. Now they have gone to Ghana. If they fail in Ghana now, maybe now they will begin to go to Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, all the whole places they know that our people have a good number, and begin to instigate the government against the Igbos, against the Biafran people. The worst thing that can happen to any Igbo man, hear it and hear me very clear. The worst thing that can happen to you is to keep a Yoruba man as your friend, as your permanent friend. My brother, you don't have anybody, because you are living, or rather, you are dealing with a snake. Just like a python who refused to eat for 7 good days. That python is a pet to one woman, one Oyibo woman. What happened? The woman tried all she can to make sure that he forced this python to eat. He refused. At a point, she had to take the python to clinic, to pet animal clinic or pet clinic. What they discovered is what shocked the woman. When the doctor asked the woman, "Is this python sleeping close to you?" She said, "Yes." Have you witnessed that python sometimes stretch himself? The woman said yes, and he refused to eat. After the examination, they told the woman that you have only 2 days with this python, and every other thing becomes a history. The woman doesn't understand that all this while the python is trying to weigh her length, her size, and on that process of weighing, if she can be able to consume the woman and digest it, she begin to leave space where the woman will enter. There just remain a little bit of food in that python's abdomen to strangulate the woman and then digest her. Are you hearing me now? That is exactly where you are dealing with Yoruba. When Yoruba is your friend, you are dealing with a dangerous python, because it can swallow you anytime, any day. So if you are in the business of dealing with them, my brother, the earlier you do make away with them, the better for you. They are the problem we are having today, and they are the problem that the ZUU is having today. All the bad things that happened to Southeast, let me say the old Eastern region, it has been Yoruba presidency that always wipe away our people. But let me just end it here. Let's just take a few comments before we round up this show. Nigeria is going to say that the demand for his release is not just a call for justice, but a testament to the enduring spirit of those who yearn for freedom and human rights. His release is imperative, and it should happen just now. Okay, according to Omo Ogego said, choose one, Kanu to go with Biafra or Obi for president of Nigeria. What the president to kill you there? There's nothing like Nigeria. According to this, Nigeria is gone. But this TD said he is going to buy in prison. Abi? Faceless idiots. He said Nigeria is going to say, "It no go ever better for your lineage." Say you are going to perish like your ancestors. You are a baby factory's product. You should be ashamed of yourself, bloody Igbo slave. Igala are going to enslave you all again. I know they finish. He said, Obenaya almost said, Yorubas will never ever be themselves. Why? Because they are in competition with the Igbos. They are intimidated by the ways of the Igbos. Therefore, they gang up against them and try to underdevelop their region without considering the fact that the lion's strength is by nature. Marriage Entertainment says you are a coward, unity beggar. On our eyes will clear very soon. Okay? Wonder shall never end. Keiza said you will die before him. And that is what this our brother sent to the Mumu man. According to Iyechuku said, Hamadike 1 of Igbo land, your freedom is imminent. Vitus John Paul said, God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, God protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and God also bless Simon Ekpa and Dr. Ngozi Chukwu Orabeze. He said, Mazi Owakwe said, yes, because he has done nothing wrong to the ZUU government. Peculiar Trump said, open class for everyone. Oyamona come to unleash on an anger. AY said, you guys are still in shock. 18 OOs. All African countries were created by same colonial masters. You were a slave before. When was slavery even abolished? Stop using this stupid narrative to give excuses for your failed leaders. Okay? Yaribas said, I am saying Yaribas have always known to be slaves and also support white supremacy. Mazi Godfrey said, anyways, I believe you are from US or any Western country. An African man in his right senses can't say this shit. Oh, sorrow. Mikado Kosi said, we have crossed the Rubicon, so cry very well. That ZUU have fallen, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's quote said, if you are an idiot, I speak to you like an idiot. That is the only way you can understand. I am not here to try to message fools who can't reason very well. That's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's quote of 17/02/2020. Okay, my people, I beg, let's all just end it here. More of this video is coming your way. Just like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. I love you all. Make sure you share your opinion at the comment section. I'll be right back. Gospel of Redemption.